Hey everybody, we've got an important topic to talk about today, and that is intuition. Regardless of what you've heard about intuition, I'm going to tell you there are different levels to intuition. What we're going to be doing today is the most basic starting point, but this basic starting point is very good. It's very effective. There's no mumbo jumbo to it. It's perfectly natural, and I can tell you, everybody, all living things have intuition. Sometimes we call it instinct, gut level feelings, a hunch, whatever. You've got intuition going on all the time. And I guarantee you, you've had it since the day you were born. Everybody. Mostly, we just push it away. I know I have. When I was younger, I just ignored things. I was like, nah, something would come up and I would push it away, rationalize it out of my mind, and you know, it's gotten me in trouble by doing that. I've always had good results when I've followed my intuition. So let's talk about intuition. So, and again, this is the base level. Kind of focus from your guts, like maybe 3 or 4 inches below your navel to like your upper body here. And just kind of focus in this whole area here and just see how it feels. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some pictures in a moment, and I just want you to note how you feel. Why don't you get a notebook, and then for each picture that we look at, just write something down. 1 or 2 words are fine. Doesn't have to be, too in depth. What you're looking for, what is the first feeling that strikes you? What comes back immediately to you? All right. So again, your body is a radar unit. It gives you immediate feedback based on what your senses are looking at or perceiving. And your body will give you an instant reading on it. And sometimes your body tightens up, sometimes it's relaxed. Sometimes you want to go towards something, sometimes you want to pull away. Sometimes it's a danger sign, and it's like red alert going off. It's like pay attention. Sometimes you get that type feeling, and then other times it's a very relaxed feeling, and it's got everything in between. Our job is to learn to pay attention to that and then act upon what information we're getting. You do not need to think about this. Okay, let me say that again. Don't think. Don't intellectualize. Throw that out. It's an instant feedback mechanism, and it's coming directly from gut level. Just see how that reacts. And it's going to be immediate, instantaneous. There's no debate on it. There's no yakety yak in the mind over it. It's just there. All right, so get your notebook out, get something to write with, sit comfortable. I'm sitting cross-legged today, but you could be sitting in a reclining chair, sofa, doesn't matter. Just whatever you're comfortable with doing. Why don't we take a couple deep breaths just to begin, just so we can relax, quiet ourselves. No need to think. So just take a couple breaths on your own. Just take a deep breath and just let the air out slowly. Take a couple more breaths on your own. Just breathe deeply, relax, and just let yourself be quiet. Let yourself be as still as possible. Okay, I'm going to show you the first picture. Just relax yourself and we'll see what comes up. Okay, as things come up, just write them down, 1 or 2 words. Do you feel repulsed by it? Do you feel drawn into it? Do you feel a tension in your body or just anything? What information are your guts telling you? What is your heart telling you? This whole area of your body will give an immediate feedback when you see the pictures. So I'm going to run through a whole series of pictures here, okay? And we'll just do them one at a time here. You can pause the camera in order to take a look at them and decide how you feel. And again, deciding it is just looking. It's sort of like you're just looking and just observing. You're the observer, and just watch the information that your body's giving you. Okay? Trust the first thing that comes up. And there's no right or wrong. There's no good or bad. Just trust. Just trust what's there. And I'm not going to tell you how I feel about these pictures. You have to read your intuition yourself. You have to learn to pay attention to that. So I'm not going to give you any information as to how you should feel or shouldn't feel. None at all. You have to decide that for yourself, and you have to learn to listen to that for yourself. So let's run through some more pictures here, okay? Here we go. Okay, when you're doing this exercise, there's different words you can use. Sometimes you'll have a feeling of cold, sometimes a feeling of warmth, sometimes a feeling of heaviness looking at the pictures. Sometimes it's a feeling of lightness. Sometimes you feel pulled into the picture. Sometimes you feel very repulsed by it. Other times you get danger signals. Maybe you're sitting at the edge, your feet are hanging over the edge of a cliff, and get that danger sign. That's your body talking to you. That's your gut level instinct. Other times your body will let you know, nope, you're safe. It's okay. You can just sit here and relax. Learn to trust that. Okay, so like I'm saying, this is the first level of your intuition, and that's learning to understand and listen to what your body's telling you directly. Everybody's got this. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. The deeper levels of intuition are going to be things like, when you meet somebody, what's your gut level reaction to it without them ever saying one word to you? How do you feel about them? When you enter a room, what do you feel? Without talking to anybody, without listening to whatever, just what is that gut level feeling? Pay attention to that. When you put your attention on something, so maybe I think of a part of the country or part of the world or something like that, just without having to think about it, by think I mean talk to yourself about it. When you look at it in your mind, what kind of a feeling do you get? Just see what kind of feeling. Again, it's not right or wrong, and sometimes those feelings can shift too. Sometimes you'll look one time, it feels some way, and then you'll look at another time and you get a totally different feel to it. The energies could have shifted. What intuition's doing is it's learning to read the energy that's there in a situation. And your body is meant as a radar unit to pick up on the subtle energies that you're not going to see, but your body's definitely interacting with and feeling it. And it comes back and lets you know. Everybody's got an aura. There's an energy field that goes around all things. Whether or not you believe it or have seen it, that's irrelevant. It's still there, and it's still in operation. And you're going to just feel it in your body. Just look for the feelings that you're getting in your body. expanding on your intuition. Sometimes you'll get feelings in the arms, legs, head, back, whatever. But the most easy, most basic way is just to focus like a little bit below the navel to like the upper body of the chest, and then just kind of this whole area here, and just kind of see how that feels. That's giving you information of what's going on. Okay. Intuition definitely takes practice. It definitely takes you being aware of it, because intuition has been talking to you since the day you were born. And, a lot of times society trains intuition out of people. They don't want you to trust yourself. They want to trust what you're being told rather than learning to trust yourself. You know what? Everybody has to figure out their own path for themselves. I can tell you this, though. When I have ignored my intuition, things don't turn out as good. When I've trusted my intuition, even if I couldn't see the end result, things have turned out okay. I've been, it's worked out fine. So I know I get in trouble when I don't trust it. And, just my direct experience is, learning to trust it. It's a lifelong process. And like I say, there are many levels to intuition. So just explore it. Start with this most basic. I've given you some pictures here, but you can assemble some pictures on your own. And you can go to an art museum or something and just look at different art pieces, and see how you feel with that. Sometimes what they're passing off as art, don't listen to what they tell you it should be. Feel it in your gut. Feel it in your heart. It'll give you an instant response. Don't intellectualize it. Just go with that gut feeling, that heart feeling, that chest feeling. It'll tell you instantly, and that the more you can trust it, the less doubt in your life you're going to have. Okay, this is important too. The more you can learn to listen to and trust your own intuition, the more confidence you are going to have throughout your life. Okay, even if what you're feeling could be totally different from what somebody says it should be or should not be or whatever, trust it. Just learn to trust your own guts. Okay, I wish you guys the very best with this, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of results you're getting and see what it can grow into. Remember, this is a seed that I planted today, just teaching you the very base level of intuition. That's a seed, but it's a very good seed. It's a very powerful seed, and it can grow into something much, much bigger. Okay, I wish everybody the very best. Thank you for joining me.